Valentine's Day is coming up. And let's be honest, chocolates melt, flowers die, but memories from a trip together, those last forever. So whether you're planning a luxury escape or a cozy budget adventure, I've got you covered. Today we're counting down 10 insanely romantic getaways for Valentine's Day for every budget, from snowy cabins and charming European streets to tropical beaches and dreamy sunsets. One of these is about to be your next love story. Let's go. Number 10. Cozy cabin in the mountains, budget-friendly romance. If big international trips aren't in the budget this year, don't worry, romance doesn't care about distance. Sometimes the most meaningful trips are the simplest ones. Picture this. A secluded wooden cabin, surrounded by trees, maybe even snow falling outside. No traffic, no noise. Just the two of you and the sound of a crackling fireplace. You wake up slowly, make coffee together, and sit on the porch wrapped in blankets, watching the mist rise through the trees. Later, you go for a quiet hike, holding hands, breathing in fresh mountain air. At night, board games, wine, music, and stargazing with a sky so clear it almost doesn't look real. Places like the Smoky Mountains, Lake Tahoe, the Canadian Rockies, or small alpine towns in Europe offer affordable cabin rentals that feel like your own private world. It's cozy, it's intimate, and it's the kind of trip where you actually reconnect without distractions. Number 9. Paris, France. Timeless, cinematic romance. Paris isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. There's something about walking through Paris that makes ordinary moments feel special. Sharing a warm crepe from a street stand, sitting shoulder to shoulder at a tiny cafe table, wandering along the Seine River as the city lights start to glow. And then there's the Eiffel Tower at night. When it starts to sparkle, everything just slows down. You don't even need a big plan here. The romance is in the wandering. Take a sunset river cruise. Explore Montmartre's artsy streets. Split pastries from a local boulangerie. Paris is proof that sometimes the most romantic thing you can do is just walk together with nowhere to be. Budget tip. Skip the fancy restaurants every night. Grab fresh bread, cheese, fruit, and wine from a local market and have a picnic with a view. Romantic and affordable. Number 8. Tulum, Mexico, laid-back tropical love. Tulum is for couples who want romance with a side of barefoot freedom. Think white sand beaches, warm turquoise water, and beach clubs with soft music and swaying palm trees. Days here feel slow and dreamy. You wake up with the sun, walk along the beach, and maybe start your morning with yoga by the ocean. Then there are the cenotes, natural swimming holes hidden in the jungle. Floating together in crystal clear fresh water surrounded by jungle vines, that's a core memory waiting to happen. At night, Tulum glows. String lights, candlelit dinners in the sand, and open-air restaurants that feel magical without being overly fancy. You can go luxury eco-resort, or find stylish boutique stays that keep things more affordable. Either way, the vibe is romance without effort. Number 7. Venice, Italy, storybook romance. Venice feels like a dream you get to walk through. There are no cars, just quiet canals, echoing footsteps, and the gentle sound of water. Getting lost here isn't stressful, it's romantic. You turn a corner, and suddenly there's a tiny bridge, a hidden cafe, or a quiet square that feels like it belongs only to you. Of course, there's the famous gondola ride, yes. It's touristy, but drifting through narrow canals while the city glows around you is unforgettable. The real magic? Early mornings and late evenings. When the crowds fade, Venice becomes peaceful, misty, and incredibly intimate. It feels like the city is whispering instead of shouting. Number 6. Sedona, Arizona. Romance in the wild. Sedona is perfect for couples who connect through nature and shared experiences. The red rock formations look like another planet, especially at sunset when the cliffs glow deep orange and red. Watching that together from a scenic overlook? Pure magic. Spend your days hiking hand in hand through scenic trails, exploring hidden viewpoints, or even booking a couple's spa day at one of Sedona's famous wellness resorts. At night, the desert sky comes alive. With very little light pollution, stargazing here feels almost spiritual. Lay back on a blanket, point out constellations, and just be present. Sedona isn't flashy romance. It's grounding, peaceful, and deeply memorable. Number 5. Santorini, Greece dramatic, luxury romance. Santorini is what happens when romance goes full cinematic. Whitewashed buildings spill down dramatic cliffs. Blue domes shine in the sun, and the Aegean Sea stretches endlessly below. Every corner looks like a postcard. Spend your days exploring charming villages, swimming in infinity pools overlooking the sea, and taking photos you'll treasure forever. But the real highlight? Sunset in Oya. Couples gather along the cliffs, the sky turns gold, pink, and orange, and for a few quiet minutes, everyone just watches in awe. It's one of those rare travel moments that actually lives up to the hype. It can be pricey, but even just being there, walking the narrow paths, sharing gelato, watching the sun dip into the sea, feels luxurious. Number 4. Quebec City, Canada. Winter fairytale. If you want Valentine's romance with winter magic, Quebec City is unreal. The old town looks straight out of Europe, with cobblestone streets and historic buildings, and in February, it often turns into a snowy wonderland. Walk through the old streets while snow falls softly around you. Duck into cozy cafes to warm up with hot chocolate. Stay in a charming boutique hotel where everything feels intimate and old world. It's romantic in a quiet, storybook way, like stepping into a snow globe together. Number 3. Bali, Indonesia, exotic. Affordable luxury. Bali feels like an escape from reality in the best way. You can stay in a private jungle villa with your own pool for a fraction of the cost of similar stays in Europe or the Caribbean. Imagine floating breakfasts, flower-filled bathtubs, and mornings surrounded by jungle sounds. Explore rice terraces, visit waterfalls, ride scooters through villages, and end the day with a couple's massage. It's adventurous, relaxing, and incredibly romantic all at once. Bali has that rare mix of beauty, culture, and affordability that makes it feel like you discovered a secret. Number 2. Lake Bled, Sovenia, hidden European gem. Lake Bled looks like it was designed for romance. A bright blue lake, a tiny island church in the center, and a medieval castle perched high on a cliff. It's peaceful, fairy-tale-like, and much less crowded than Europe's bigger cities. Rent a rowboat and paddle out to the island together. Ring the wishing bell in the church, hike up to viewpoints overlooking the lake, and just take it all in. It's quiet romance, the kind where you don't feel rushed, just lucky to be there together. Number 1. The Maldives Ultimate Bucket List, Romance. If we're talking dream Valentine's trips, this is it. The Maldives is all about privacy and paradise. Overwater bungalows, crystal clear lagoons, and sunsets that melt into the ocean. You wake up and step straight from your villa into warm, clear water. You snorkel together over coral reefs. You have dinner on the beach with your toes in the sand and nothing but the sound of waves. It's peaceful, it's surreal, and it feels like the rest of the world just disappears. It's definitely a splurge, but for honeymoons, anniversaries, or once-in-a-lifetime Valentine's trips, it's hard to beat. At the end of the day, the most romantic place in the world isn't about luxury or distance. It's about being somewhere new, sharing moments you'll talk about for years, and feeling closer than ever. So tell me in the comments, which of these destinations would you choose for Valentine's Day? And if you love travel inspiration and dreamy places like this, hit that subscribe button because your next adventure might be your most romantic one yet.